Hi, Leo. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color. This is your reading for the month of September. The message for September for everyone is don't struggle. Don't try to don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Don't go into negative thinking. Don't blame yourself for things that aren't your fault. Don't try to force things. Don't struggle. Go with the flow. See what happens. Allow yourself to be carried instead of swimming upstream. That's the energy for everyone. Interesting message. I think let's get started. Okay. Moving forward into the future, not looking back, not looking back to and looking toward where the opportunity is, toward where your instinct says to go, because that's where the fertility is. That's where the flow is. That's where the abundance is. That's where the generosity is. And it's really important. I had a guest here, and I have some stuff written on. I can't see it from here because my cataract, but I have some like sayings on my refrigerator. I hung them up. Like life isn't about uh, finding yourself. Life's about creating yourself, and I live in the abundance of spirit, or something like that. And I was talking to him, and I was like, the way forward is forward. He's like, oh, you should write that on your refrigerator. I'm like, that's true. The way forward is forward. It's not, the way forward is forward. That's it. And that's what I feel the energy is for everyone. And don't struggle in the stuff in the past that didn't work, and carry it with you. Like enough. It's almost like so when I moved here, um I had an apartment full of stuff, like a lot of stuff. I lived there for 30 years, a lot of books and blah, 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 blah. I left it all. I was like, oh, I'm going to take this. I mean, I have a few little trinkets. I brought my clothes. I have my silverware because the silverware was really good. That, it wasn't silver, flatware. Um, the future, the future is in the future. It's not in the past. Okay. Mm-hmm. I feel like this one knows how to build stuff, right? He knows how to build stuff in the physical world. That's what he's really good at. And he's a little bit stubborn, which you're Leo, you're good at that, not in a bad way, in a good way. I mean, it could be both. You know, we all have our right. Any asset that we have can become a defect. Any defect can become an asset, right? So use it wisely, is what I'm saying. Yeah, and I think you've cried your tears already. Yeah, you've already cried your tears. Yeah, you've already, and it's like, well, I could go back and cry my tears again. I've already spent 3 days in bed feeling sorry for myself. I think I'm going to go back to bed. You could do that. Whatever you pay attention to will grow. And the message is nurture yourself. That's the message. Be kind and nurture yourself, but don't smother yourself. Okay. Mm-hmm. Take the power back. Take the power from the past back. Take the power from, things that didn't work. Like it's really easy, you know, there's some situation that didn't work out one way or another, whether it was, a job or relationship or whatever. And it's like, oh, if that had only worked out. And it's like, take your power back. Don't live there. Don't live there. Just you know, just let it go. Just let it go. And if you have to do a ritual, do a ritual, you know. And if it doesn't work the first time, do it again, you know, or change it. Because all the bondage is self-imposed. All the bondage is self-imposed. Oh, this person did it to me. Okay, what are you going to do with that information? Let's say somebody, you know, borrowed $200 from you, just for an example. They borrowed $200 from you, and then they disappear, right? And then, you know, you can get all, like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have lent them the money. I knew they weren't good for it. And yeah, you know, oh, you know, and now I really need the 200. What are you going to do? You're going to keep on going back and playing the same old freaking song, you know, or it's like you went to a restaurant and the food was shitty and you go back again and order the same thing. That's what it is. Oh yeah, it wasn't fresh. Didn't taste good. I think I'll go back. Like that's the metaphor. Yeah. Why don't you just live in the abundance instead? Why don't you just live in the abundance instead? Mm-hmm. And live in the power that you have. The power. It's like you have all the tools at your disposal. So and you can actually create whatever it is you want. But if you keep on going back to the stuff that's not working, if I keep on concentrating on the things that's not working, you know, it's like you're going to a party, right? And you got your outfit together, and you know you look really cute, and you get a pimple, and it's like, okay, oh, the pimple, the pimple, the pimple. You know, wear a fabulous hat with a feather that covers the pimple. You know how some of those feathers do that? Right? Make the best of it. Oh, you know, I gained 5 pounds and it's a little bit tight. So go and have a good time anyway. Who cares? But this is like really, because I get these, it feels like in this reading, like you really have the opportunity to unburden yourself of heartache, of self-imposed mental bondage, of anxiety. I feel like you're right there. You're right there. It's like you have this opportunity. It's almost like you can go down to the river and take a big rock and throw it in and like let it go. You're not going to go visit the rock. You know, that's your, you know, all your negative crap. You're not going to go visit the rock. You know, that, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I feel like you're right there. You're right there. Like, let go of that. Let go of that. And I know I've been carrying it a long time. I know I like to define myself by it, but you know what? That shit don't work no more. I'm such a filthy mouth. You know what? It's I don't even care. Oh, YouTube is gonna. I don't really care. I just don't care. Okay. Uh, follow your intuition. Follow your dreams. Follow your intuition. Follow your dreams. Go to a place you've never gone before. Go to a place that's full of light. Go to a place that's mysterious. Go to a place that's enchanted. Well, you know, because sometimes I think there are so many of us, and, you know, and not like I'm sitting in judgment, you know, like I relate to it. That's why I'm able to talk about it. Oh, if only, you know, it's like sometimes we beat ourselves up for like decisions we made or actions that we've taken, you know, because in hindsight, it's like, well, I shouldn't take that action. Well, you can either, you know, go keep on going and replaying that same old thing again and again and again. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Or you could say, I did it. If I see it coming again, I ain't going to do it again. That's all. Let's say there are two paths to a place, and one of them is smooth and easy. The other one's rocky, and it's got mud, and there are landslides, and you took that path before. Don't take it again. Take the easy road. Oh, but the easy road takes 2 hours longer. Yeah, but it's the easy road. It's got really pleasant, pleasant view. Like the road is maintained. There's not going to be rock slides or flash floods. So I'm like that. I'm going to take that one. All right. You can manifest abundance if you follow your instinct and move forward into the future to build something. You already know what the anxiety is. Now it's time to love yourself and release the heartache. Be enchanted towards something really foundational. All the bondage is self-imposed. No one else thinks that but you. Take your power back. Live in your power. Manifest and organize and solidify who and what you are. One more card. This is who you are. The lady in the garden. And the lady in the garden, this is, if I put it in one word, is gain. She's entrepreneurial. She relies on herself. She's super comfortable with herself, in her body, in her mind, in her physical world. And she doesn't invite everybody in. She doesn't just let anybody in, right? She decides who's going to come. She doesn't just let any Joe Schmo in. She just doesn't. It's not what she does. That's why she's in a state of comfort, because she has boundaries. And I think sometimes the boundaries, sometimes, it's like, sometimes you meet somebody, it's like, oh, this person's a thief, I'm not going to let them in. Okay. Or, manipulative or whatever. There's also a piece of ourselves that is not very nice to ourselves. And it's like, okay, I see that piece of myself that blames myself for every single thing that ever happened in the whole world. And it's like, I'm not entertaining that. I no longer want to entertain that. I'm going somewhere else. And if I see myself going down that road, I ask the angels and my guides and God and my higher self to say, take me out of here. Will you please take me out of here? Right? It's almost like you're at some party that's like so freaking dull. And then, like either you meet someone or your friend says, let's get the hell out of here. Like you left your coat, you left your umbrella. It's like, I couldn't wait to get the hell out of there. I went out in the rain. It's like, I ain't going back for that umbrella. Like enough, like that. All right. Blessings. That was a weird metaphor. Okay. Let me find that thing. Okay. See you soon. Bye.